Jesus will give him the word of God, and then Jesus will obey that word. Okay, and that's what we have to do. You know, a lot of times when I look back over my life, I failed several times in my wilderness seasons. You know, I failed. And one of the reasons I failed is because, like a lot of young ladies, we want a husband. A lot of times we may want a spouse. And then we'll know what the word of God say about a spouse and what kind of man to date, what kind of man to marry. But sometimes we can want one so bad, that we will overlook things. We will overlook his character. We will overlook his heart towards us. We will overlook the sins that he's committing, even if his lifestyle is not right. If it's not in line with God, we'll overlook all these things and we're thinking that if we married the person, that somehow that our life is going to change his life or her life. Okay. And that's not the case. That's the reason why God say don't touch, don't, he said come from amongst them. Don't, be unequally yoked with non-believers. And I'm not saying that the person is not saved. I'm not saying that, that they don't believe in Jesus. But how many know? You can be, two people can believe in Jesus and still be unequally yoked because they don't have the same convictions. They're not on the same level. Okay, they're still not on the same level. They're still not in agreement with everything they need to be in agreement with to be one. Okay, and so when I was in the wilderness, I know a lot of times when we're in the wilderness, that's the time that Satan will tempt us a lot with what we like. So if you're in a wilderness, Satan is going to bring people your way that you will find yourself very attracted to, because he knows what to bring to you to entice you. He's not going to bring something you don't like. He's going to bring what you like, okay? But you have to say no to it. You have to say what Jesus said. You have to say, no, I can't do this with you. I'm sorry. I can't do it that way. I want to do things God's way, because I know God got me. I know God, he keeps his promises. He keeps his promises. So I'm just going to have to wait, because the wilderness is a time of waiting. It's a time of trusting God. It's a time of knowing who God is and knowing that he's faithful. He's faithful. Okay? So, but it's also a time of learning who we are and how much we've grown. Can you look back over your life and say, hey, back then I was young and dumb, but today I won't make those same mistakes? Can you look back over your life and say that? Because if you can, you've grown. And I'm so proud.